de Cannabis Club. Ieder jaar komen er een kleine 2000 Amerikanen naar Amsterdam voor de Cannabis Cup. Het is een beetje een promotie-evenement van het blad High Times. Van mensen die hier in Amsterdam wel eens willen proberen wat dat allemaal is. Al die marihuana, al die wiet, al die hash. En dan komen ze hier naartoe. Ze komen naar de koffieshop. Het is een beetje commercieel geworden, maar er zit toch wel een boodschap in. De boodschap van de Cannabis Cup is natuurlijk dat cannabis naast gebruik als geestverruimend middel ook medische toepassingen heeft. Dat hemp, heel belangrijke grondstof is voor kleren, voor lollies. Je kunt het haast zo vreemd niet bedenken. Er is van alles op dat gebied. En dat wordt op die Cannabis Cup, en dat is een beurs en een evenement, getoond. We gaan praten met Eagle Bill, een Amerikaan die in Amsterdam woont, de man van de vaporizer.
Now, to most people at the Cannabis Cup, this is competition. To me and to other medical patients, it's medicine with a lot less harmful side effects from the medicine that I get from the drug companies. I can tell you about the codeine that I took from one leg being shorter than the other from a motorcycle injury, that I couldn't have bowel movements. I couldn't shit, if I'm allowed to say that. But yet when I smoked real good grass, I didn't need those pain pills. The pain was like this, and the grass or the cannabis cloaked it. It allowed me to have a quality of life without paying attention to the pain. It did not make it go away, but it made it where I didn't think about it. When I was half hippie and half biker in my younger years, when I was a teenager in early 20s, my brothers, when they smoked this that were bikers, they didn't hurt anybody. When they drank liquor, they were dangerous. So here we got a plant that I'm a convicted felon for growing, that when I sold it to someone, they didn't go out and hurt anybody. When they put me in jail because I didn't want to cooperate, I didn't want to go on the federal witness program, they let out a real felon. They let out a child molester, they let out a raper, and they let out a thief. To put me in jail for growing a plant that doesn't hurt anybody, that doesn't make sense to me. They took away a lot of my rights. I'm very upset about that. I choose to smoke this in the privacy of my home. When somebody pays me, I don't get high at work. I don't get high when I drive because the pot's so strong now you can abuse it. Most people won't admit that, but it is so strong. I see children that shouldn't be smoking in the first place. I would much rather see this plant taxed. I would like children to be educated so they don't need to be high at 13. They don't need to be so stoned they look like they're doing heroin at 14. They need to have more of a life. I don't get high anymore because I was too high. I missed part of life. I vegetated 3 years of my life away because I was too busy being stoned. Now I don't get high. I really appreciate it when I do get high. So what's really wrong with it? It depletes the vitamin C in your body and it's too damn strong. You need to do it sparingly and you'll have no problem with it. What's really wrong with it, it's illegal. To me, this is a bud that I can get high on or can get rid of pain. To a medical patient, to someone with chemotherapy, this bud is not getting sick 20 times on their own saliva. To a multiple sclerosis patient that I have dealt with, 15 people in the last 3 years, it's being able to control the spasms. To an asthmatic who came to me 3 months ago in the museum, wheezing, no inhaler. I said, please try my vaporizer. I've been told it works.
Can I smoke?
And yes, one moment. We're doing a little thing, film. She took 3 hits. She coughed. What it does, it has an expectorant. It opens up the vessels of the lungs. The mucus comes out, and she can breathe better. It has less harmful side effects than the propellant that she uses in the inhaler. So this being 1999, the year, me being born before television, me being born before the jet airplane, being able to come over here in 8 hours from America, I'm still a convicted felon for a plant that shouldn't even be ruled with heroin and things. This is a medicinal plant. It was written about by the Chinese 3,000 years before Christ. This was, I've had Israeli doctors come over here asking me about what happens, why did the people fall? Because I've had, we've had 38 people lose balance, vaporizing. Within a minute they were okay. I can sit here and talk all day about it, but from now on what I'll do is let my gentleman friend here ask me any question. I'm willing to go anywhere in the world and debate logically, intelligently with any anti-cannabis person and let's sit down and let's really talk about the problem about cannabis, because I'm willing to be honest about it.
What do you think about 6 states in America have now legalized medical marijuana?
Thank you, great spirit. Yes, finally, because they are seeing it, because 4.2 million people in California said, yes, we believe cannabis is medicine. We've seen it. 2.7 million in Arizona said, yes, we believe. Oregon, they're falling. So finally, if all of them are being recognized, and if this cannabis plant is illegal because it has no medicinal value, then what in the hell is going on? Then why are all these people finally allowed to grow it and smoke it if it isn't medicinal? Why is it still the schedule that it is, along with heroin, having no medical effect? This is ridiculous. Come on. Why? You know, I'm a convicted felon. People are going to jail every 40 seconds. People's lives are being ruined. They're losing their job. They're forfeiture laws. I'm in Georgia. A nice van goes by me. This van was confiscated from a drug dealer. I'm a drug dealer. This is my drug.
And we're from Georgia too.
You know, and how insane, yeah. And the GBI, I was on the head of their hit list because I was an activist. I dared to grow hemp. I dared to suggest we make clothes out of it that I'm wearing. How insane. How long can we perpetuate a lie? Go ahead. Again, answering your question, I'm thrilled. I think it will stand on its own medical value. I see it every day. I have people come to me in the Hash Museum from all parts of the world, people who have never smoked pot before, and they've tried it and changed their whole attitude. My God, I never thought it was like this. I thought it was heroin. I thought I was going to be addicted. This is lovely. I had an old couple who told me they had the best sex. They were in their 60s. They came, tried my vaporizer, came back 2 hours later, all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, told me they had the best sex they had in the last 30 years. Bought my vaporizer, asked me if I'd give them a hit, and took it home with them. You know, so it's not me, it's not what I do, it's the cannabis. That's the hero here. I'm just the one who provides the vapor in a spot. I'm the one who exploits it the fullest. And thank God for Holland that I'm in a country where I can speak the truth of it. You know, I'm fixing to start a company. I'm going to make these little vapor bubbles only so I can pay taxes here, so I can become part of their economy, because my own government, they want to persecute me. You know, I would gladly do this in America. If I were to try and do this in America, we would never make it out the door. The car that I drive would be confiscated. Any money that's in my pocket. The civil law says I'm guilty until I'm proven innocent. So because I happen to save money from selling vaporizers and all that, I got 2,000 or 3,000. They're going to take it from me. And then I got to prove where I made it from. You know, I got to prove myself innocent. It's not like criminal law. You're guilty in a civil court, and you're innocent in the criminal court. You know, so enough of it. The fastest growing industry. I went to America. I was just there this last month. Friends are in jail for doing the same thing I do, growing this plant. When they put them in jail, they let out real bad people. The fastest growing union is the prison guard union.
Tot zover Eagle Bill, een van die Amerikanen die in Amsterdam zijn geland, die zich verdreven voelen van huis en haard, verdreven uit hun vaderland vanwege de cannabis, vanwege de marihuana. Green prisoners. Ja, niet in Amerika, maar daarbuiten zijn ze toch op een bepaalde manier verbannen. Tijdens de Cannabis Cup dus heel veel mensen uit Amerika in Amsterdam, waaronder deze Eagle Bill, de profeet van de vaporizer. Een manier om cannabis te gebruiken, om marihuana te roken zonder de slechte effecten van het roken. Eagle Bill. Iemand die u in Amsterdam tegen kunt komen.